Hello everyone, let's practice IELTS Listening Test. Let's start with section 1. Conversation between two people talking about booking a guided tour at a travel agency.
Good morning, Wanderlust Travel Agency. How can I help you?
Hi, I would like to book a tour for the next weekend.
Sure, we have 3 options available: a city walking tour, a river cruise, and a trip to the mountains.
Oh, interesting. Could you tell me the duration of each?
The walking tour lasts about 3 hours, the river cruise is half a day, and the mountain trip takes a full day.
I think the mountain trip sounds best. How much does it cost?
It's $65 per person, that includes lunch and transport.
Great. And do I need to bring anything?
Just comfortable shoes, a jacket, and some water. We will provide everything else.
Perfect. I would like to book for 2 people, please.
Certainly, could I have your name and contact number?
Yes, it's Sarah Jenny. And my phone number is 0432569877.
Thank you. You will receive a confirmation email shortly.
Questions 1 to 5. Complete the notes. Write no more than 2 words and or a number. Mountain trip booking. Question 1. Duration. In the audio, the receptionist mentioned 3 options: walking tour, river cruise, and mountain trip. She said that mountain trip takes a full day, so the answer is full day. Cost per person. In the audio, then the customer asks how much the mountain trip costs. The receptionist clearly says it's $65 per person. So that's simple. We just write $65. Next, question 3. Includes lunch and dash. In the conversation, the receptionist said that includes lunch and transport. So the missing word is transport. Next, question 4. Bring comfortable shoes, jacket, and dash. In the conversation, when the customer asked what to bring, the receptionist said just comfortable shoes, a jacket, and some water. So the answer here is water. The next question 5. Customer name. The last note asked for the customer's name. In the audio, she said yes, it's Sarah Jennings. So write Sarah Jennings. Questions 6 to 10. Multiple choice. Choose the correct letter A, B, or C. Question 6. Which tour lasts for 3 hours? In the audio, we heard that the walking tour lasts for 3 hours. So the correct option is C, walking tour. The next question 7. Which tour is the longest? In the audio, the receptionist says the walking tour lasts for 3 hours, and the river cruise is half a day, and the mountain trip takes a full day. Among the 3, mountain trip takes full day. So the answer is B, mountain trip. Next, question 8. How many people are booked for mountain trip? In the audio, the customer says, perfect. I do like to book for 2 people, please. So the answer is 2. The next 9th question. What will the agency provide? The receptionist mentioned the lunch and transport are included. So the answer is lunch and transport. The next question 10. How will the customer get confirmation? At the end, the receptionist said, you will receive a confirmation email shortly. That's very clear. Confirmation will be given by mail. So the answer is B, by mail.
Welcome to the University Library. I will give you a short introduction so you know what services we provide. The library is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. During exam periods, we stay open until midnight. On the ground floor, you will find the reception desk and the self-service machines where you can borrow or return books. The first floor is mainly for group study. You can book study rooms online for up to 3 hours at a time. On the second floor, you will find the computer lab with printing and scanning facilities. The third floor is a quiet zone where talking is not allowed. If you need help with research, our librarians are available Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Now let's get the answers of section 2, monologue about University Library Tour. Questions 11 to 15. Table completion. Complete the table. Write no more than 3 words. Floor facilities and information, ground reception and dash. So the audio says on the ground floor you will find the reception desk and the self-service machines where you can borrow or return books. So after reception the missing part is self-service machines. And the next question 12 first and dash study rooms. Then it says the first floor is mainly for group study. You can book study rooms online. So the word before study rooms is clearly group. That means it's for group study room. So the answer here is group. The next question 13. Second dash lab with printing and scanning. The audio says on the second floor you will find the computer lab with printing and scanning facilities. So the missing word here is computer. The next 14th question. Third quiet zone. Then it says the third floor is a quiet zone where talking is not allowed. So answer here is no talking. The next 15th question. Support librarians available dash. In the last part they mention our librarians are available Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. So the answer here is Monday to Friday. Question 16 to 20 matching. Match the feature with the correct detail. Write the correct letter A to E. 16 to 1 library opening hours. It says open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. So that matches with 7 days a week 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Next 17 to 1 exam period schedule. In exam time the recording said during exam periods we stay open until midnight. That matches with midnight closing. And the next 18 to 1 booking study rooms. They said you can book study rooms online from up to 3 hours at a time. That matches online max 3 hours. Next 19 to 1 borrowing books. That was in the beginning. Self-service machines where you can borrow or return books. So borrowing books is use self-service machines. Next 20th question research help. Finally for research help it said our librarians are available Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That matches with Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now let's solve section 3. It's a conversation between two students discussing their renewable energy project.
So, how's our project on renewable energy going?
Pretty well. I've finished the research on solar power and I'm working on the graphs.
Great, I'll handle wind energy. Should we include hydropower too?
Yes, but maybe just a short section. Oh, and we need to decide who will present.
I don't mind presenting. You could manage the slides.
Fine by me. By the way, our deadline is next Friday, not Monday.
Really? That's a relief. We'll have more time.
Let's go through the question one by one and find the answers. Questions 21 to 25. Classification. Write the correct letter A, B or C. Who will do each task? A. Student A, B. Student B, C. Both. Question 21. Research on solar power. Student B said, I have finished the research on solar power. So the answer is student B. Next question 22. Research on wind energy. Student A says, I will handle the wind energy. So the answer here is student A. The next 23rd question. Creating graphs. Student B also mentions, I am working on graphs. So the answer is B, student B. The next 24th one. Presentation. Then they talk about who will present. Student A says, I don't mind presenting. So the answer here is student A. The next 25th one. Emailing supervisor. At the end, student A says, let's mail him today. And they both agree to do it together. So this task is shared by both. Answer is C, both. Questions 26 to 30. Multiple choice. Choose two options A to E. Questions 26 to 27. Which two types of renewable energy will be discussed in detail? A. Solar, B. Wind, C. Hydropower, D. geothermal, E. biomass. Okay, they mentioned three types solar, wind, and hydropower. But student B says, yes, but maybe just a short section on hydropower. So, hydropower is short. That means the detailed one are solar and wind. So, the answers are A. solar and B. wind. Next, 28th one. What is the final project deadline? Student B corrects the other person and says our deadline is next Friday, not Monday. So the answer is Friday B. The next 29th question. Who will prepare the slides? When they decide who's presenting, student A says I will present. You can manage the slides. So student B will manage the slides. Next 30 question. What do the students plan to do before submitting? Near the end, student B says, we should meet with our supervisor before submitting. That's very clear. They will meet the supervisor. Option B is correct.
Today, we will look at the history of printing. The earliest known form was woodblock printing developed in China around the 7th century. Later, movable type was invented in the 11th century by Bai Sheng, also in China. However, the real revolution came in the 15th century when Johannes Gutenberg in Germany introduced a printing press using metal movable type. This innovation allowed books to be produced faster and cheaper, leading to the spread of knowledge across Europe. Over time, printing technology improved further with lithography in the 18th century and offset printing in the 20th century. Today, digital printing is the dominant method, making short-run and personalized printing possible.
Now let's answer the questions of section 4 monologue about lecture on the history of printing. Questions 31 to 35. Complete the summary. Write no more than 2 words. Question 31. Printing began with dash in 7th century China. So in the audio, right at the beginning, we heard the earliest known form of woodblock printing developed in China around 7th century. So as soon as we hear earliest known form, we know that answer is woodblock printing. The next question is 32. In the 11th century, dash created movable type. Then the speaker says later, movable type was invented in the 11th century by Bai Sheng, also in China. So we need just the name of the person, that's Bai Sheng. The next question 33. The invention of the dash by Gutenberg in the 15th century transformed book production. Next, the speaker mentions the real revolutions came in the 15th century when Johannes Gutenberg in the Germany introduced the printing press. Here the key phrase, the real revolutions came, help us to catch the answer is printing press. Next question 34. Later innovations included dash in the 18th century and offset printing in the 20th century. A little later in the recording we hear, over time printing technology improved further with the lithography in the 18th century and offset printing in the 20th century. So, the 18th century innovation was lithography. Next question 35. Today dash printing is the most widely used. Finally, the speaker ends with today digital printing is dominant method, making short run and personalized printing possible. That's clear gives us digital as the answer. Questions 36 to 40. Matching. Match the person, period with the contribution. 36th question. 7th century China. We heard at the very start, developed in China around the 7th century. That was woodblock printing. So the answer is A, woodblock printing. And the next question, 11th century China. Then the speaker mentioned Bai Sheng invented movable type in the 11th century. So the answer here is B, movable type by Bai Sheng. The next question 38. 15th century Europe. In Europe, Gutenberg introduced the printing press. That's easy to catch because of the real revolution came. So the answer is C. Printing press by Gutenberg. The next question 39. 18th century. The lecture says printing technology improved further with lithography in the 18th century. So the answer is here D. Lithography. The next question 40. 20th century. Right after that we heard the offset printing in the 20th century. So the answer here is E. Offset printing. Thanks for watching and follow us for more videos.